Right, let's dive into the art of mastering the accountability chart. This tool isn't just a chart, it's the roadmap to aligning your team for peak performance. Let's explore how to make this work for you. First things first, do we have the right people in the right seats, and are they excelling in their roles? This chart has some blank spaces. These represent unique roles specific to your industry. Identifying these gaps is crucial for tailored success. Effective scaling is about delegation. It's about finding that right person for each role who can perform as well as, if not better, than you. This strategy is key for you to focus on broader organisational goals. Now let's get practical. Take a look at your existing team. Assign names to each role on the chart. This isn't just a tick box exercise. It's about making strategic decisions for your organisation's future. Firstly, have you assigned multiple names to a role? Now, this often leads to confusion and diluted responsibility. Secondly, is one person's name appearing too frequently? Overburdening your team members is a recipe for burnout and errors. And thirdly, are there any unfilled roles? Remember, a collective responsibility often translates to no one taking charge at all. Finally, do your team members pass these three critical tests? Firstly, they shouldn't need to be managed. I mean, if you feel like you've got to look over your shoulder to constantly get something done, you've got to find somebody else. Secondly, they've got to fit the culture. And number three, they should wow you regularly. Once you've assessed your current team, it's time to get the right people in the right roles, and this doesn't mean frequent sweeping changes. It's about thoughtful, strategic adjustments, keeping your team's dynamics and growth in mind. So let's pivot to crafting a future-focused plan using our FACE tool. Interestingly, the key here isn't initially about starting with the people, but about the outcomes and the processes. Let's start in the last column and identify the desired outcomes. Begin with the end in mind. What are the tangible results you're aiming for? These aren't just abstract goals, but measurable outcomes that impact your financial statements, like specific revenue targets, profit margins, or balance sheet figures. This step fills the third column of our chart. Secondly, determine the key performance indicators, KPIs. Reverse engineer your goals. To reach these financial outcomes, what operational metrics must be met? This could include marketing KPIs like website traffic, conversion rates, or new account generation. These operational indicators form the second column, providing a bridge between your people and your desired outcomes. Thirdly, align roles with KPIs and outcomes. Focus on the first column. Assess whether you have the right people to drive these KPIs and ultimately achieve the desired outcomes. This step is where we connect our people strategy with our business strategy. It's about ensuring each team member is not only capable, but also perfectly positioned to contribute to these specific goals. By applying this reverse engineered methodology, you create a dynamic, future-ready plan. It's about having the right people in the right seats with a clear focus on the right outcomes. This is how you build not just a team, but a high-performing organization poised for success. Do you need to make immediate wholesale changes? The reality is you need to balance and prioritize your actions and build any changes into your business plan. No one tool should be used in isolation, so my advice is consult your scaling up certified coach or practitioner as well. By the way, dependent on the size of your organization, you should do a FACE tool exercise for each one of your business units and one for the overall organization. I suggest you talk to us and we'll help you think through that, because if you don't get it right, you can end up spending all your time wading through reorganization.